Hey guys, so welcome back to Smart Trader. This is DAICE and thank you so much for all your likes, comments, share and subscribe to my channel. If you're a new viewer, definitely go to our channel, watch all the videos. If you're liking it, hit the subscribe button to be a part of Smart Trader family. In this particular video, we will be discussing few question and answer generally asked by a lot of people in YouTube comments or Instagram DM or else on my WhatsApp customer care or my students. So these are general questions asked by different individuals. So the general questions I will be answered by me. So I have few scenarios which would definitely make an add-on to your knowledge. So therefore I thought I will answer these so that you can connect on what I think about. Alright, the question number one is, which is my favorite intraday stock? Okay. So if you ask me specifically which is my favorite intraday stock, I don't have any stock name to tell you like Reliance or Hindalco. I don't stick to any stock emotionally because in intraday all I do is see the movement of the price. So therefore I normally pick stocks which are moving. So for example, which are moving in intraday. So listen carefully, there are difference between what you see the percentage over here and what it really moves in intraday. So all the percentage what you see over here, let's say PVR has moved 1%. So it's calculated from its close price. So if you see the close price, it is 1190, right? So from 1190, whatever is the price here, 1203, it's 1% movement. So from yesterday to today, current price, whatever it is 1% movement. Whereas the market opened after gap up, let's say 9:15, it opened at the price of 1203. But from 1203, if you see the stock price is exactly the same. So therefore the movement in intraday from 9:15 onwards, we can put intraday buying and selling, right? So nobody has pushed the stock. So I normally take a stock which moves. So choosing a stock which really moves from its open price is far better than a stock which is moving from its close price. So therefore the percentage what you see over here or what you see in NSE website or whichever top gainer website may not make the exact sense. So you need to manually check out the stocks which are actually moving from its open price, and whichever moves the best in percentage from open price, that is your best intraday moving stock. So on that particular stock you can apply your logics or technicals or whatever it is. So that is my favorite stock which I normally pick for intraday. Alright, the question number two is my current technical indicators. So like you have already seen in a lot of my live trading videos. So I use more of an RSI and a stochastic indicator. Also sometimes I use average true range and other indicators at times for confirmation only I use them. So most of the time recently now I'm using these two indicators. RSI being more safe over here, but stochastic holds around 50% risk, but I get early signals like buying over here, for example, just an example, and selling over here I have got one. So currently these are the two indicators which are on my list. So the next question is your checks for intraday stock entry. So whenever I enter a intraday stock, I do a lot of checks these days. So first of all, I go with the market trend. So most of you guys would have seen me looking at the Nifty direction. So based on the trend, I take an advantage on the top stocks or whichever stocks I pick. And also I apply certain logics, and after those I try to apply a little bit of technical so that I'm safer, because other people's are going against me means it's going to be difficult. So I should understand what is the emotions of other traders who are a technical trader. So I keep technicals in mind. Nowadays I'm adding a little bit of fundamentals. I'm not putting completely, but little bit of fundamental checks if there is some news on this particular stock, because if I hold this stock for tomorrow, will there is a risk or something, or is there some advantage or something? So I will check those type of fundamental. Also the performance of the company, little bit of checks which I'm not completely doing right now, but slowly I am also working on those so that I may add it also as a main check. So these are the few checks which I do. Before I used to just see a stock and just blindly buy and sell. Now I've added so many checks. That's the reason most of the stocks which I pick moves in my direction, or if it goes against me tomorrow or day after tomorrow, it comes back to my levels because of all these checks. So these are the few checks which I do. So slowly you can also work on these checks. In one day you will not learn all the checks. Slowly you do the basic checks, logics, technicals and fundamentals. So these are the steps which I would advise based on my 8.5 years of experience. Alright, so next question is equity or futures. So according to me, see, I started with equity. Once I got strong in equity, once I learned equity, that is when I learned futures. So if you have very less money, I would say equity is any day the best, because you can buy one share in practice also, or 10 shares in practice. But if you have to buy futures, you have to buy in lots. So you have to buy in hundreds or thousands or 2,000, 3,000 one lot will be so much. So you need little of, if you want to buy a normal order, you need to have some 1 lakh, 2 lakh rupees, or you need more money to buy a lot rather than you can buy 1 or 2 shares in equity and trade. So what I would say is always go with equity. Once you learn to predict equity, it is easy to predict the stock futures. So it's just going to be the copy paste of equity. So therefore always work on your equity. It is more easy. And also in futures, if you compare, if you have more money, then future is really good. Once you learn equity and you have more money to trade, future is good. So if I take an example of Indus Bank futures, okay, so if you have to buy this, you need minimum 2 lakh rupees to buy 800 shares. You cannot buy 1 or 2. Same way in equity, this is Indus Bank equity, so you can buy 1 share, so you need only 527 rupees. So as a beginner, obviously you will have very less money, so to practice this you need very less money. In future, when you have bigger money, you need to trade in future, because see, in this case Indus Bank, if you're putting 800 shares of sell or buy, there will be 200, 300, 400 orders only opposite to you. But in case of futures, there is minimum of 800. So 800, 1600, 31,000, 1600. So many shares are available in the opposite side. So triggering your buy price at a better value will be good in futures when you have bigger money, when I'm saying. So rather than buying 800 shares in equity, you can buy just one lot of future. So that is one advantage. Also, the brokerage is less in terms of future. If you're holding your position on intraday also, and if you're holding position for 2-3 days also, in futures the brokerage and charges, everything is less. Whereas in terms of equity, in intraday, yes, it is less, but if you go for a delivery, it becomes more. Okay, so therefore futures have an extra advantage. Also, futures has more money to it, so the profit is more, risk is more. Here the money is less, so the profit and the risk is less over here. So any day I would suggest first learn equity, and once you become good in equity, that's when you can copy paste the same knowledge to futures when you have bigger money. Leverage or without leverage. Okay, so very important thing. See, leverage is nothing but the extra money, 10 times, 20 times what you get in equity or futures. So it's an extra money what you are getting. So the risk over here is, nowadays you've seen, because of the pandemic, the volatility has increased. Even on a 5-minute candle, it can go 1 or 2% against you. So it can hit your stop loss, and then the stock goes back to your target. So I don't want to take a leverage in these particular situations, because I have done all my calculations that my stock is gonna go up maybe now or tomorrow. So just because somebody did a profit booking or somebody sold their positions, the stock may come down and hit my stop loss, and later the stock can go up. So all my calculations and all the knowledge I put went wrong because of somebody's price action. So therefore, without leverage, I can hold my position, I can hold it for tomorrow. So that is a major advantage of trading without leverage. But when you feel the stock is going stable, when the stock is just going again and again above, when you're confident, that is when you will take some leverage and trade. So that's how I take leverage. Not always in these type of situations, without leverage I trade, because my capital is good enough to take lots of futures, and also the profit of 0.3 or more than 0.3 is more than enough as per my lifestyle. So the next question is, till what time do you trade? So I normally basically trade post 10 o'clock, okay, because morning 9:15 to 10 o'clock, you can see a lot of fluctuations in the market. Just to avoid these fluctuations and volatility in the market, what I do is I try to take a trade after 10 a.m. in the morning, so the market gets stable. So once I take a trade, I try to finish my trade by 0.3% or more than that if I get early gains. So maybe within 15 minutes or half an hour, I book my profits. I don't try to hold my position for longer time. And also I try to limit my trades till 12 o'clock. If I don't get a trade by 12 o'clock, I may not take a trade, because post 12 o'clock, you know that different markets can open, even the market can go reversal, many earnings can come out. So many things will impact the market. So I don't want to get us stuck in the wave. So because intraday is like a wave, it goes up and down and up and down. If you get stuck in the wave, you will make a lot of losses. So therefore, in one cycle of upside, I will book my profit, or maybe when the cycle is going down, I may book my profit. I will not hold till end of the day. So I try to close my position early as possible with some profit, whatever I see. I don't hold on to it. And if I don't get much trades after till 12 o'clock, I may not trade for the day, because after 12 o'clock, I feel it's unsafe according to my experience. So I trade basically from 10 o'clock to 12 o'clock, and I stick on to one trade or maximum 2 trade for the day. And also maybe half an hour to 1 hour is what I trade in a day. So the next question is, can trading generate consistent income? So according to me, no, your trading cannot generate a consistent income as per my experience, because see, how much ever you learn trading an investment. It's like a secondary. The name itself says it's an investment. It's not a primary income. You should have your own income or your business for your security and survival, and this is going to be a secondary extra income. So because, for example, most traders who have traded can experience that once you learn it, you may see some profit. So maybe today you're in profit, tomorrow you may lose your profit, or maybe this week you're in full profit, maybe next week you lost your profits because of some mistake, small mistake, you lost everything. Or maybe even a month you will be in a profit and next month something went wrong, you went to experiment, something happened and you make a loss. Or else I would say whole year you are in a profit and next year you started learning futures and options and suddenly you made a loss over there. So whatever you made profit in the last year, today, this year you may be making a loss. So it is not consistent. There are times you get a lot of money, sometimes you may not get, you may go in a negative positions, sometimes you're going to be a neutral position. So just like a business, when the season is good, you make a nice money, and when the season is not bad, you do normally. So in trading also, it is not consistent. You cannot trust this money on a monthly basis to clear your EMI or commitments. This is going to be extra money. So in my case, I use trading money as my expenses money. So if I make some good money, I spend it, I enjoy, I go for trips. If I don't make money, I sit at home and I eat the food what my mom makes. So therefore, according to me, as per my experience from 8.5 years, you cannot trust trading, you cannot live your jobs, everything trusting only trading. You need to have a secondary income, or your primary income you should have, and trading should be your secondary income. So therefore you don't get trapped by listening that trading can generate consistent money daily, 1,000 rupees, 5,000 rupees. Even you can make a losses. So end of the day, it is plus and minus, plus and minus. So on the balance sheet, what you make is your actual income from trading. Alright, the last part is advice to our subscribers. So it's just a general advice to all the subscribers who are watching this particular video. So always in trading, remember, it's more like a sports itself. So if you see an athlete who runs faster than us, we cannot run like him because he has practiced so much in running. Same way, a person who's good in dancing or who plays really good guitar, if you try to do it, he'll be always the best. The only difference here is both are humans, just that he has practiced more. So therefore in trading, that is the only difference. Most of the people are experienced traders, and people with less experience have more knowledge because they have spent more time in looking at the market, live market. So that's the reason I say do paper trading and do live observations. So the more you practice, any person, any dumb person also can become smart in any topic, let it be dancing or guitar or trading. So keep practicing again and again, keep learning from different sources, and I will try to help from my side to share my knowledge and my good things and bad things what I face from the market, so that you can understand that what you can do and what you can't do in the market. Also, you do your efforts along with Smart Trader channel, put a little more extra efforts and start doing some research from your end. That is when you can learn faster and achieve something in trading. So this is one small advice. I would say a little bit of hard work to become smart. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you think this particular video has helped you, then hit that like button, or in the future if you feel this in the long run this video has helped you, then come back and hit that like button. So thank you so much. See you soon in my next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.